My birthday nails for my birthday 2019 acrylic nailer tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Hi everybody! In today's video I am going to be showing you the nails that I did for my birthday this year. Even though that was quite a while ago, I just didn't get around to uploading the video until today, and there were so many questions about them because they were seen in different videos. So here it is, finally uploaded for you guys. It's a very simple, elegant set with rhinestones and glitter and all sorts of fun stuff, so I hope you like it as much as I do, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well. I'm going to begin by sculpting a clear base across all of my nails. So I have my nail foam applied, I've got my nails are prepped and primed and all of that great stuff. And if you want to see my nail prep routine, I have a video that I uploaded yesterday for that, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below. So just go through and sculpt them out to the length that you want. Keep this as thin as you possibly can. I did not sculpt these very long. I didn't want them terribly long, so just sculpting them out to that first little line. After I have that, for my thumb, I did a nice marble on there, so I'm going to take some cover pink and some white, and that's all I did for my marble. I wanted, for whatever reason, I decided to go against my, my usual style, and I went with something very subtle for these nails that I had been trying to decide what I wanted to do on them for so long, and I decided to go very elegant and subtle. So then I took, just cover pink and white marbling across the nail, so I dipped my bead first into cover pink and then dabbed it into the white acrylic and just fill in the nail with small sections at a time. Some people, when they do marbling, they try to do like the whole nail, grabbed a huge bead of all kinds of different colors. I like to do it in just little bits at a time. Then I dipped a bead of clear acrylic into some pink glitter. I'm going to be applying that just in one little stripe across the nail. So I didn't want that to be too much, just a little bit to kind of tie this nail in with the rest of them in the set. So there's that. This is a really chunky glitter, so it's kind of a little bit persnickety to work with, and you'll see that more in the other nails, but it's a really pretty glitter. Just a little bit of a pain in the butt. Then I'm going to encase the nail with a layer of clear acrylic. Again, this is fairly thin. I always say when I'm doing my other nails that you want to encase them with a clear layer of clear acrylic to protect the glitter and add the strength. With this set, it isn't necessary because there's already that layer of clear acrylic that's underneath. So on the nails that don't have any of the glitter, which it's only one, but on that nail that doesn't have any of that glitter in it, you don't actually have to encase the nail because that clear strength is already there. So then on my index nail, I'm going to be encasing or applying a layer of that glitter acrylic on the lower half of the nail. Then I'm going to be kind of blending it out with some cover pink. So I did a cover pink to glitter gradient. So just apply that cover pink down, and my cover pink doesn't have the coverage of some people's. It's more sheer than most, so it doesn't completely cover my glitter, but that's not a big deal. It did fade it out really nicely, and so when I did the chrome powder on it later, it really blended it nice. So now I'm going to be encapsulating the very tip of the nail where that glitter is exposed with just a little bit more clear acrylic, just to make sure that the whole nail is smooth and that glitter is not going to be just filed away into nothing. On my pinky nail, I applied that pink glitter mix over the entire nail. Like I said, that this glitter is kind of, it's really chunky, it's really thick, so it's a little bit difficult to work with. But definitely worthwhile in the end if you're willing to fight with it, because it created such a beautiful opaly effect. So I was really happy with the way they turned out, even though the glitter was kind of giving me an ache. So just fill in the nail as best you can. Most of the glitters in the mix that I was using were fairly large hexagons, and those are the ones that are more difficult, but there were some smaller chunks in there too. So any areas that I knew that I needed to fill in just a small piece, I made sure I grabbed those specifically. Then I'm going to encase this nail with a layer of clear acrylic. When you're doing a nail like this one that's got something that's a little bit more difficult to encase, you have to put a lot of effort into not getting acrylic on your skin or on your cuticle, which is a little bit more difficult than some nails just because of the way that it is. On the middle nail, I'm going to be doing a French, so I started out by sculpting out the nail bed. So I have my smile line and just use cover pink to sculpt out the smile line in the nail bed. You can touch it up as best you can with your brush. If you're happy with it after that point, you can just go ahead and fill in the tip with white. If you are looking at it and you're thinking, you know what, I really think that smile line could use just a little bit of help, you can always feel free to file it as well, which I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm just going to take in with a very straight file. Make sure that I kind of clean up the smile line, use a duster bit to remove any dust that was hanging out there, and then I'm going to fill in the tip with clear or with white acrylic. And this is the nail that I said did not have any of the glitter on it, so this is the one that does not need to be encased. So all the rest of them with the glitter, you want to make sure that you just cap them with some clear, but this one you can just forge ahead. And so now I'm going to be filing all my nails, and I kind of missed mentioning this. My pointer finger, my index finger, and my ring were the same so far. So I'll just go ahead and file them into shape to remove any bulk starting out. I'm going to be showing you those ring nails first. So I just filed with a fairly coarse bit over the entire thing, and then I used a cone-shaped bit to clean up the cuticle area, use a hand file to straighten out the free edge, just like so. And that's something I usually don't do in my other designs because I clean them, I do the whole free edge with my e-file, but on my own nails I have to use the hand file. On the index and the ring finger I applied a layer of no wipe top coat, then burnished on a really pretty duochrome powder. I used first the sponge tool, then a silicone tool to further buff those in, and then I applied a layer of gel sealer. And I cured that. Those nails are absolutely gorgeous and they are my favorite and the part of this design that I wanted to do the most. And then I'm going to be attaching some 5 pink rhinestones on the ring nail. So just a large one and then a little bit smaller and then a little bit smaller yet. Just kind of going down in a little glitter crown or rhinestone crown. Just like so. There's the last one. And I did not do that to the ring finger or to the index finger. I just did that on my ring. On the pinky nail, I'm going to be painting 2 straight white lines across the tip. There's number 1 and there's number 2. So my whole theory with this design is I based it off that pink glitter that I got that I just felt I had to use. So I was like, well, what can I do with all this pink? So I decided to go kind of pink and white and classic. So then I'm going to take on my middle finger, I just did sort of a mandala pattern. So I have first a white half circle, and I'm going to add little loops off of that first one. Anytime I paint a design like this, which is one of my favorite things to do because it's so elegant and lacy and fairly quick, especially if you kind of get into where you do them frequently, is you can just have so much fun with them. You can switch it up, and if you get a couple different patterns that you do frequently, you can whip these things out so fast and so easily, and they can all be unique and different just by switching up the order of where you put what design and what pattern. I used to do so many of these when I was in a salon. Anytime somebody said, well, I don't know what I want, I'd be like, I know what you want, and I would do something like this. Like I said, if you do them often, they get to be like second nature. And so that's a really good thing, especially if you're in a salon, to have something that you can always fall back on if you don't know what you feel like doing at a certain time. So there's the next little line of this design, and I tried to keep it fairly symmetrical or fairly parallel my curves to the curve of the smile line. So I'm just going to have a couple little teardrops there, little polka dots. Really quick, easy thing. I would recommend using paint that's slightly diluted for any kind of a design like this because it'll make it so that the lines go on a little bit easier. And they don't have to, it makes it so that you can paint thinner lines. A couple little dots here and there to fill in where it's needed. Little lines. You can keep going, you can keep it simple, or you can make it extremely intricate. Then I'm going to be applying a layer of gel sealer over that nail, apply some gel sealer over the thumbnail, finish all of these off. And that is it. I had these on for almost 4 weeks before I was like, you know what, they're getting too long, I gotta take them off. It was something so pretty, and I really did enjoy having them. I hope you guys like this design as much as I do, and don't forget to share recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see them. And here is a Melody Minutes.
Melody, leave the Xbox alone. What are you doing? Yeah, hi, hey, Melody. You think you're funny? No. Hey? Okay, you can do it.
Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.